It's a joke that I say, if you want to win ADCC Absolute or the open weight division, you gotta either fight me or get beaten by me. So here we go. From 2003 all the way to 2022 Yuri Simoes, I have either fought or beaten or lost before they became champions. So check this out. 2003, who was the absolute champion? Dean Lister. I beat him quarterfinals. Dean Lister was in the bleachers, you know, being Dean Lister. He looks at me, hey, are you doing open? He's like, no, I'm not. So he was the next one in line to do the open. So he goes to the open, he wins the open. 2005, I don't have to say it, Roger beats me, he ended up winning, right? 2007, who do I beat in the semifinals? Robert Drysdale. Who comes back and wins the open? Robert Drysdale, 2007. Who do I beat 2007? Braulio Estima, right? Who wins 09? On the top of me, Braulio Estima wins 2009. He beats me, but I beat him in 07. Well, guess who I beat on the quarterfinals for the Open 2009? Andre Galvão. Who wins ADCC 2011? Andre Galvão, right? And then Cyborg wins 13. I didn't fight Cyborg at the ADCC, but I fought him at World Championships. But by that time, I think I had fought Cyborg 3 times already with the gi. He ended up winning. 2015, Calazans. Did I beat Calazans? Did I fight Calazans no gi? No, but I fought him at the UAE JJF in Abu Dhabi before that, and I fought him and I beat him in the open division, and he goes back and wins ADCC. Who do we have? 17. Who wins 17? Felipe Pena. By that time, I have fought Felipe Pena 4 times for the Abu Dhabi Grand Slam for the, you know, for the AJP, right? So that was pretty cool. Well, that's 17. Guess who wins 19? Gordon King Ryan. Where do I fought him? I fought him in 17, a very close match. You know, they raise his hand, it is what it is. So he wins 19. Well, who wins 2022? Yuri Simoes. Guess what? I beat him in the 2015 or 14 World Championships with the gi. So that's what it is. That's the story behind that. So it's pretty cool to be part of this history. It's just a little funny little things for you guys to know. What about 2024? I think to cap it all, I'm gonna build the absolute champion. You'll see. All right, guys, this is Xande Ribeiro, future ADCC Hall of Fame. I'm here at 6th Place Austin. Welcome to my school. All right, this is my temple. This is where we train. This is where, you know, I teach most, you know, executives and things. We do have a competition class in the morning where I get Victor Hugo through help. So let me show you guys. So as you know, as a normal gym, you walked in, we have, you know, front desk. So basically what I try to make this gym is almost like a social club. So there's a lot of like areas where the parents can just watch their kids. You know, everyone's welcome to stay as long as they want. We have our Fuji mats. So we do have these springs. You know, like it's a lot of springy. In the beginning, it's funny because I'm used to walk around, you know, like old school mats. But this is amazing. You can just be thrown as much as you want. This is my first, you know, this is not accurate because I got my black belt March 9th of 2001. So this is like a year old, but they already fixed it. This is my 5th degree. You know, the infamous arm lock. I guess that was the last ADCC super duper moment of my life. Things up here. So this was 2008 gi that I wore, you know, when the magazines were cool. 2008, another double gold, another absolute. Ellie Gracie got to sign that for me about 5 months before he passed, because he passed in 2009. So 2008, I got to hang out with him. So sorry guys, you know, I had to move stuff around. So those are my ADCC trophy. There's a medal to it. It's with the other medal, so I'm sorry. So this is actually that's supposed to be like this. So that's pretty cool because it's super heavy, made of marble. That's 2007. I got to beat Braulio to win that one, 99 kilo. pretty solid. Can kill somebody with that. That was Trenton, New Jersey. That was Barcelona 2009, under 99 kilos.
All right, here was Xande Ribeiro. First question, how do you feel about being inducted into the ADCC Hall of Fame in 2024?
Well, getting inducted to the ADCC Hall of Fame 2004, it's just a staple, a lifetime of hard work. You know, I think I'm part of the ADCC history. All my no-gi career was really based on the ADCC. You know, my first no-gi fight ever was ADCC trials in 1999. I was a brown belt. Just got my brown belt. I fought, I lost. Arona got to win the division. And then I didn't fight anything until the next ADCC trials, which ended up losing the finals to Travis Lutter. But my brother beat him after that, until I got invited in 2003 to compete in 2003, when I got to beat two ADCC, you know, at the time they competed, which was Pavel Pavlovich and Jeff Monson. You know, so I worked very hard. I have always gave my best to the ADCC. I have always, you know, win or lose, I have always helped the team. I have always, you know, just helped the event to grow. And I think I work very hard. My results say a lot about it. And having the biggest ADCC to be held in Vegas this year, I think for me, it's just, I feel like I deserve it, so it will be amazing.
And from your career, what was your favorite moment at ADCC?
Well, ADCC, I have a lot of great moments. You know, the thing about ADCC, man, like this, it gives you a great moment and then it just wipes you out of it. You know, because you can be feeling really good about it, and then as soon as you suck at something, you know. But I gotta say that like winning 07 was very, very special for me. I fought one of my best friends in Jiu-Jitsu, Braulio Stima, especially because 2005 was actually amazing. I gotta say that when I lost to Marcelo on the third place match for the Open, he ended up, you know, choking me, and I was walking around and I was super sad, and one guy just looked at me and said, "Hey man, don't be sad. You're awesome." You know what I mean? That was pretty cool. And literally, I don't think I ever got a bigger cheer than that moment. You know, and everyone cheered for me, which for me was pretty sad, because in a way it was beautiful, but also I never got submitted twice. You know, I got submitted by Marcelo and then Roger in 05, and it really pissed me off, you know. And then I ended up, you know, winning Jiu-Jitsu Worlds, and then I came 2007, and finally I got to win. I had a really beautiful division. I beat Drysdale, and I got to face Brown in the final. We had the best match of the tournament that year. You know, I ended up losing the Open after that, but it doesn't matter. But I think that moment was pretty special. And also the party after, you know, that was pretty cool, because we're all a bunch of dudes in the hotel, just cracking jokes and laughing and just being a big family. So I think those moments are really special.
And then if you had to pick in your ADCC career, what was your favorite match and what was your favorite submission?
I think favorite submission, you can't, well, it's Ogun Kurai, my arm lock and Rustan. That was actually the first time I fought 88 kilos. I had a lot of submissions, but I think that was just beautiful. I have a video where Lovato actually goes through it. It's super beautiful because it looked like a video game, you know. He's like boom, 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 you know, he's saying stuff, you know, and then I ended up finishing him. Favorite fight? Dude, there's 43 matches, you know what I mean, and 30 wins. It's very difficult to really pick a match especially, you know. But I think my first match was pretty interesting. I fought a leg lock specialist. I fought two leg lock specialists back to back. First match, and then second match I fought Dean Lister. So I think those two matches were very special for me, because I was super nervous. I didn't know what to think about it. I had an infection on my leg, so there was a lot of Eric Paulson. Sorry, it was my first match. So Eric Paulson was a badass leg lock guy back then, and I got him the first match. I was like, shit, I know nothing about leg locks, you know. So that was pretty special, and definitely if I go back to my fight to Braulio, because it was, I think Braulio, I'm gonna pick that one because it was 20 minutes of war. We went back and forth, looked like we were two kids going crazy, and then I think fighting Buchecha in 17 was pretty cool too. I always wanted to fight Buchecha. I wanted to fight him with the gi, but we ended up fighting no gi. It was pretty cool. Again, back and forth, 15 minutes. He took my back, but was also the best fight of the event. So I think those two matches are super special, along with the Eric Paulson D-List match.
And obviously you fought basically all the legends of your era. I mean, would there be a single person you would say was your biggest adversary or rival in competition at ADCC?
ADCC, I would say that definitely Roger was which I lost him all matches. We fought first time in 03. I had my chance, which with him was interesting because I had a chance before he beat me, so I went to his back, but he's so big, I got confused, and I'm missing the back, and then he kind of passed my guard, I gave him the points, so I lost that one. And then I fought him in 05, I had that triangle, I should have just have squeezed it. That fight just gives nightmares, because I should have just squeezed it. So I tried to move his arm around, he stepped over, escaped. So definitely Roger, like I said, I could have won a little more if it wasn't for him. He's the guy that I fought the most in there. Definitely, I had a really good match with Gordon in 17. I think 17 was a very special year because it really made it, especially in my head, to like, man, those Nogi guys, they're special. You know what I mean? Because I knew I had my positions, but Gordon always had like a little thing ahead of me. You know what I mean? So I could never really get a little one step ahead of me. So the timing wasn't there. So that was a pretty special like little rivalry there. But I think the guys that I fought most was Roger Gracie. So I fought him 3 times. He beat the crap out of me, but it's all good. He's a GOAT. But yeah, I think throughout the time, I think I fought Braulio twice. Braulio again, which is interesting. I fought Roger 8 times total, like gi and no gi, and I fought Braulio 7 times total. So, and then it's interesting because I saw Galvão also in the Europeans, and I fought Galvão 8 times. So between André Galvão, Roger, and Braulio, who happened to be 3 GOATs of the ADCC and 3 Hall of Famers, I fought those motherfuckers 23 times. You know what I mean? And I fought Braulio, twice ADCC. I beat him once, and then the second one was the final 2009. I tried to pass his guard. He kind of pushed my shoulder to do an attack, and my chest gave up. So I think the rivalry were pretty cool. Galvão, I fought Galvão once in 2009. So we didn't really have a big ADCC history. So between Roger and Braulio, those are very big rivalry, and then definitely be able to fight Gordon. For me, Gordon and Craig in the same year also was pretty special.
And then my last one is you've been around ADCC so long, 8-time veteran. I mean, what do you think about the growth of ADCC into what it's become today?
Well, the growth of ADCC, I think, was just about time. I think it's definitely a rule set that is very interesting because it kind of gives the wrestler a chance, it does give the grappler a chance, so it gives each other a chance, you know what I mean? And definitely if you go to overtime, it's about evolving. So the beautiful thing about ADCC, which I go back to, 2015, 17, is that you cannot be, I would say I'll make an analogy with like the MMA world, right? Back in the day, if you only knew jiu-jitsu, you could do good. Maybe if you were a good boxer with good wrestling, you could do good. But now you gotta be good in everything. So I think ADCC made grapplers became better wrestlers, make wrestlers become better jiu-jitsu people. And I think Mo really took the challenge to make it personal. I remember he sent me a couple pictures of he was just a scorekeeper. You know what I mean? Like I remember, like when he showed me the piece, I was like, oh shit, I remember him being the scorekeeper. You know what I mean? And And Guy, also everybody, and then I said no, he took to the heart, and he's like, I want to make this my little baby, and sometimes we need a person with a vision, a person with, you know, a little bit of pockets for it, and I really appreciate that we all grow. You know, there's this whole thing about, oh, MMA, jiu-jitsu gi, jiu-jitsu no gi, we're all cousins, you know what I mean? We all cousins. I think if ADCC makes it, which I always feel that no gi would make it earlier to the mainstream than the gi, for the fact that you can involve more people. You can be a judoka, you can be a wrestler, you can be a grappler, you can be a jiu-jitsu guy, or a plain no gi guy. I always said that I think no gi would even become Olympic sport way before the gi, because the gi is a little too specific, you know. So I think I really appreciate the growth of the ADCC. I really appreciate that I'm part of the history, and I'm really happy that I got to celebrate 2024 and watch amazing matches. I watch the show, even give me goosebumps just thinking about it. You know, I just can't wait until August comes.
Anything else you want to add? I think you did great. I think that was perfect. That kind of sums it up.
The curiosities?
Yeah, tell it.
Couple curiosities. So, I will start from the end. You guys know why Mo was so pissed about it? So I'm gonna tell the guys a story. So 2017, we happened to go on the same bus to the party, right? And interesting enough, he's asking me, which is funny because the tournament was amazing, right? But what really caught my attention is that the podium banner was glued with silver tape. So there was a mistake, right? So I really got a little bullshit mistake. So, and people call it about like prestigious, but like we're just a tournament, right? At the time. So then he goes to me like, so what do you think about the event? I'm like, well, the backyard wrestling event that you made? Man, he was so pissed. He's like, I'm gonna show you that I'm gonna do the best event ever. I'm like, well, I'm just gonna believe when I see it, you know? And he took it to heart. I was like I said, we're just two friends joking. I never mean to depreciate anything he does, but it's just like a funny joke that you guys are actually enjoying it right now, you know? And then 19 came, you know, in LA, and I had that was a year that I planned to retire, but I had a surgery and I went to do commentary, and it was amazing. The production was amazing. He came to me like, hey, what do you think right now? I said, I don't want to say anything. He's like, did you see anything wrong with it? I'm like, no, like I'm not gonna say anything unless you pay me for it. So anyways, like, you see. And then of course 2022 came about. I'm like, thank you for setting up my retirement, you know. And I think he just took the challenge and just made it special, you know. And like I said, we need some crazy guys like Mo, Yassin, like myself, Gordon, those guys that wanna take the world of grappling to the next level. You know, I think that's one of the things that it's really funny because Mo always tells me, you gave me all these headaches, but he loves it, you know, otherwise he wouldn't be doing this. Also is another little witchcraft about ADCC. It's a joke that I say, if you want to win ADCC Absolute or the open weight division, you gotta either fight me or get beaten by me. So here we go. From 2003 all the way to 2022 Curiosities, I have either fought or beaten or lost before they became champions. So check this out. 2003, who was the absolute champion? Dean Lister. I beat him quarterfinals. Dean Lister was in the bleachers, you know, being Dean Lister. He looks at me, hey, are you doing open? He's like, no, I'm not. So he was the next one in line to do the open. So he goes to the open, he wins the open. 2005, I don't have to say it, Roger beats me, he ended up winning, right? 2007, who do I beat in the semifinals? Robert Drysdale. Who comes back and wins the open? Robert Drysdale, 2007. Who do I beat 2007? Braulio Estima, right? Who wins 09? On the top of me, Braulio Estima wins 2009. He beats me, but I beat him in 07. Well, guess who I beat on the quarterfinals for the Open 2009? Andre Galvão. Who wins ADCC 2011? Andre Galvão, right? And then Cyborg wins 13. I didn't fight Cyborg at the ADCC, but I fought him at World Championships. But by that time, I think I had fought Cyborg 3 times already with the gi. He ended up winning. 2015, Calazans. Did I beat Calazans? Did I fight Calazans no gi? No, but I fought him at the UAE JJF in Abu Dhabi before that, and I fought him and I beat him in the open division, and he goes back and wins ADCC. Who do we have? 17. Who wins 17? Felipe Pena. By that time, I have fought Felipe Pena 4 times for the Abu Dhabi Grand Slam for the, AJP, right? So that was pretty cool. Well, that's 17. Guess who wins 19? Gordon King Ryan. Where do I fought him? I fought him in 17, a very close match. They raise his hand, it is what it is. So he wins 19. Well, who wins 2022? Yuri Simões. Guess what? I beat him in the 2015 or 14 World Championships with the gi. So that's what it is. That's the story behind that. So it's pretty cool to be part of this history. It's just a little funny little things for you guys to know. What about 2024? I think to cap it all, I'm gonna build the absolute champion. You'll see. I was caught in sleep.